right, is what it is. Law, what's going on? Seaweed spinning. Seaweed spinning. Kebu Babel. Joven, what's happening up, Joven? Jim, what's going on? April, good evening. Andy, Dim Sum. K-Van, that's a hell no, let's go. K-Van, what's happening? Paul, BJT. Lizzie, what's going on? Home time. Joe Cord. Papa Squat. Okay, Papa Squat. Alrighty. Is what it is. I don't judge. Jim Bmar, Paul, Richard Bruner. Oh my goodness, Mr. Bruner. I haven't seen you in a while. Jeff love the aquarium. Thank you. Made it myself. Literally, seriously, did. Made it myself. It's the artificial coral on the inside. That's what I used to do for a living. I used to make aquariums and aquarium and decor. Shane, what's happening? Jim, Paul, Travis, Slappy. Slappy, how are you doing? Solar Micros. Okay. Krull, Mike, how do you count for stocks value dropping on X day? JTM, thank you very much. Number one, JTM, let me explain something. Got rule number one. Never ever buy something you're not willing to hold for the rest of your life. If you're not willing to hold on to it, don't buy it. So EX date doesn't mean anything. Date of record doesn't mean anything. Dividend date doesn't mean anything. Earnings doesn't mean anything. Stock drops doesn't mean anything. Never buy something you're not willing to hold on to, thick or thin, through rich or poor, sickness and in health, till death do us part. Never buy something you're not willing to hold on to. That's my answer to that question. All right, let's get out of this. Let's go there. Let's stop it so we can look at it later. Right there, we want to look at that. Oh, we want to do right here, start streaming. And I'm going to record tonight because I need some more content from my other videos. So tonight is going to be recorded and going to be live. That being said, let's get ready to rumble. All right. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. What I'm looking for is very specific. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks. And those are companies that have consistently increased their profits for at least 2 decades. If the company is profitable, great, I'll take a look at it. As a matter of fact, I'll take a look at anything you guys want me to take a look at. I'll put it through the ringer and see, is it a yes? Is it a no? Now, I'm very particular what I do. I don't like jumping into companies that are new. I don't like jumping into companies that are not profitable. Okay? I have a system. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Ooh. Oh, wasn't that the Osmonds? 1, 2, 3, it's easy as do, re, mi. 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. Oh, was that the Jackson 5? Oh, wait a minute. One bad apple, don't spoil a whole bunch more. That was the Osmonds. Okay, Gates wants to take a look at Halliburton. All right, what do we have over here? Oompa Loompa. Are you teaching a class? Yes, I am. Harley, how are you doing today? Mom Chill, good evening. Mom Chill. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, Mom Chill. I'm going to ignore that. That's just a little inappropriate, but okay. Some people are just that way. JTM. All right, thank you for that. Daniel's arriving tonight on a plane. No way you look like Ryan Reynolds. Whoever said I look like Ryan Reynolds? I didn't say that. Happy Thursday. Hello, everyone. Daniel, good evening. Thank you. New Delhi, good evening. Grace, good evening. Bob, Rob, James, and Lele. Cool. All right, so let's get started. You guys take a look at what you want. Dill 86. Yeah, are you? Yeah, am I what? All right. I can't find your YouTube channel. See, Brian, I find it very strange that you're actually on YouTube watching me on YouTube and you can't find my YouTube channel. It boggles my mind there. It really does. I fear for the future of our life if you're actually on YouTube and you can't find the YouTube channel. Is what it is. All right. Let's get rid of this. Let's get this video capture. All right, let's get rid of the video capture and put my pretty little face into the video. Why not, right? Plus, video capture. There we go. Okay. Integrated camera. Nope, I want this one right there. Okay. Let's get this a little on the smaller side. You don't want to see all of me. Way smaller, right about there, right into the bottom corner. There we go. Black to black and fade to black. There we go. And we are ready to roll. All right. First and foremost, damn it. My computer turned off, so we have to upload. Dill, all right. Dill, wait a minute. What did Dill have to say? Yeah, are you? I'm not quite sure, Dill, what you mean by that, but all righty. Okay. Kim. Thank you there, Miss Kim. I'm not quite sure what that means, but all right. Hey, James, lost a lot of money today on my calls. Better call Saul. I'm not quite sure what that means. What's going on? Maddie, how you doing? Ngozi, what's going on? Andrew? Brian, you found it. All righty. All right, Shrimp, hi. Did you look into camera hand gesture for TV? I have no idea what that means. None. Big Drew's in the house. Way to go, Big Drew. Ray, Jimmy 86, Anthony, go on. And Christina, Silver Dollar. Good evening, Manuel. So we're waiting for this to open up because apparently my computer rebooted on its own. I hate it when it does that. Kevo wants to take a look at X on mobile. Hello, I enjoy your show. Thank you, Big Drew. Dream Drop Daily. I'm not from here. Not naughty news. Larry David, Susan Kohler, good evening. Moonbeam, FL Hockey, good evening. Joe Bush, good evening. Oxford Square Capital. All right, Dill 86, you got to give me the ticker symbol because you're making the assumption that I know what that is, and I don't. Najee Mays. Okay, Maina Maish, good evening. Roger Plays, good question. Do I like shrimp? Okay, no comprendo, senor. Si hablo español, senor. Your left eye is falling asleep. No, I'm blind in my left eye. I got stuck with a nail when I was younger. Thank you for pointing it up. I love to relive that moment in my life, but thank you. Hi there, just found you and you seem like a nice chap. Well, Alpha Beta, thank you. Roxanne, hello. Waiting for this thing to open up so we can take a look at that. Seaweed Spinner. Okay, AFRM. We build good EC today. Check AT&T for me today. All right, Maina, we'll take a look at that one. Hey, what are you doing for your live streams? Okay, thank you for that. Keith, Michelle, Joseph, Kevin, Rootman, Mikey, Jan Nuez, good evening. That eye joke wasn't cool by the other guy. No, it wasn't. But he didn't know. All right, by looking at me, probably couldn't tell I got a nail stuck in my eye when I was 17, which was, oh my God, 40, 50 some odd years ago. Do I like cats? Can you please wish my cousin a happy birthday? She just started watching your lives and she really likes them. Her name is Anita. Happy birthday, Anita. You're welcome. Sorry you were reminded of your poorly eye. Alpha, thank you. Check out ATYR. Great stock. Okay, hold on. We'll pause it right there. You look like you're in your 30s. Well, thank you. I'm in my 60s, but thank you. How are you? What platform do I use? I actually use Thinkorswim. Oh, and it's up. All right. Let's sign into this bad boy. All right. Don't take this the wrong way, but... Oh, come on. It's supposed to turn off. It didn't turn off. Imagine that. That's okay. You ain't going to guess this anyway. Do I know the stray cats? Straight cat strut, I'm a lady's cat, yeah, a real Casanova, hey, where that's at. I get a shoe thrown at me by a mean old man. I get my dinner from a garbage can. All right. I slipped down the alley. Okay, what platform? To $1 million. That is Thinkorswim. Do you buy at earnings, guys? I'm serious. Not all the time. Can you start investing with only $100? Yes, you can. Music. Why not? Do you? Oh, how do I get rich? Well, Brian, if you're in the United States and you make $34,000 a year, you are already richer than 50% of the population of the world. Imagine that, $34,000 a year, and you're richer than half of the population on the planet. How do I get handsome like you? Oh my goodness, you gotta work at it every day. Lost my Marvel and Hormel today. Dylan, okay. All right, Oxford Square Capital. Okay, Dylan, you got to actually tell me what the ticker symbol is, because I never heard of that before. Okay, all right, I'm gonna back these up a little bit, see what we're looking at. Okay, it's loading up at the moment. Farhad, how you doing? Deponi, good afternoon, Deponi. I don't know if I said that right. Baghdad Hunter, cool. Newbie Frank here, 2 weeks on the market. Hello. Oh, check out my hat disappeared. Okay, Kevo, we're gonna take a look at Exxon in a little bit. Colin, thank you for that. Big Drew. All right, we're going to get some more Big Drew as soon as we are ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. See, you guys think I'm on my computer all day long. No, I come home, I turn my computer on, and it rebooted. Now I have to start over again. SWTSX. All right, Mom Chill, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Sorry, didn't mean to cuss. Colby, thank you. Apologies are all welcome. Terry, how you doing? Runny Nose. Fernando Rodriguez. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? ¿Está bien, no? Just got number one back. Hey, Cool Beans. Thank you, thank you. Come on. What's taking so long? It's taking a while. Okay, Dill86. You got to tell me what the ticker symbol is for Oxford Square Capital. I've never heard of it before. Mojave. Thank you, thank you. We're just getting ready to get rolling. Getting ready to get rolling. Come on. I want to bang on that there. All right. What else do we got? All right. Okay, so Dylan, you know what? Drop me your number, Dylan. I'm kind of curious. What did you do on Marvel and Hormel? How could you possibly lose, Dylan? You've been here for a while. You've been watching. Okay? It's simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. So I'm curious, how the hell did you lose? Did you buy instead of sell? Did you sell instead of buy? You need one of those new gaming machines with all the power under the hood. Time to delete, thank you. Mad Mama, good evening, Mad Mama, how are you? Mahmoud Satkar, good evening. D. Nicole Badre, Fitzellanius. Okay. Oh, we're up. We're running. Yay! All right, let's do this. Let's get out of that. Ooh, 17 working orders. Holy cow. All right, let's do this. What do we have first? Ooh, TSLL. Why don't we look at that one first? Okay, Dill, you got to tell me what the ticker symbol is really, buddy. Okay? All right. Time to delete. Why don't you send me your phone number? I'll give you a call, and you can walk me through what that new gaming machine with all of the power under the hood looks like. Because I just got this thing, and the only thing I know how to do is this right here. That's the only thing I know how to do. Okay? Now, hypothetically speaking, there's a few other things I can do with this, but I don't know yet. It's a new toy, and I'm still working out the bugs. So I'll get there eventually. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a bunch of stocks. You guys are going to give me a stock to take a look at, and I'm going to put it through my little run-of-the-mill, so to speak. Now, I'm very particular on what I like. I like companies that are consistently profitable, okay? Have weekly options and can give me a simple, safe, predictable 1% every single week. I like 1% a week. 1% a week is 50% per year. I'm okay with that. And if it wasn't for that, I'd still be working. And I have no desire to go back to work. My very first job was in 1973. I worked in Old Man Simmons Farm. Don't get me wrong, he was very strict, but he was fair, so anyway, let's get rolling. Let's see where we are. First one we're going to look at is TSLL. It's already up. We might as well look at it now. As I progress, I'm going to show you and tell you exactly what I'm looking for. Just in case you were wondering, it's always 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. I go everything for me is one thing at a time. Okay? I don't go to B unless A works. I don't go to C unless A and B work. Okay, it's very simple. What I'm about to show you was created for my 9-year-old daughter in 2008. She came to me one day, jumped on my lap and said, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" So a 9-year-old little girl wants to learn how to trade the stock market, and most adults don't understand it. So how am I, her father, supposed to spend some time, quality time with my daughter, and teach her how to successfully invest in the stock market? Because remember, with a 9-year-old little girl, you can't lose. Because if she loses, she's going to cry, and I'm going to feel like shit. And then mama's going to get involved. And guess what? I'm sleeping on the couch until, everything's back to normal. Don't get me wrong, I had a very nice couch and it was comfortable. You'd lay on it and just like sink into it. It was a nice couch, it really was. Anyway, you're not going to like this one, my latest mistake. CLTE. We're going to take a look at that one in a little bit because I love it when somebody says you're not going to like this. Maybe I won't, but we'll take a look at it in other people. For you losing money, it's going to help out other people not to lose money. Okay? So we're going to get to that in a little bit. I can't pronounce that name. There's not a single vowel there. FRJMF. How the hell do you pronounce that? Don't know. All right, let's pause it so it doesn't move. Dylan, I really want to take a look. Dylan, we're going to take a look at Marvel and Hormel because we looked at Marvel and Hormel the other day and it looked great. So how did you possibly mess that up, Dylan? I'm not picking on you. Well, maybe I am because you've been here long enough. You're not that new here. All right. So as I was saying, my 9-year-old daughter said, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" Not, "Daddy, can we go buy a bunny? Daddy, can we buy a little guinea pig? Daddy, can we buy a bird? Daddy, can you get me to buy a new dress?" No, nothing like that. "Daddy, can you teach me how to invest in the stock market?" How many of you have a 9-year-old daughter that said that to you? "Dad, Mom, I want you to teach me how to invest in the stock market." Where the hell did that come from? Well, it probably came from, I've been investing for like 30 years. Okay, it wasn't until 2008 she finally said, "Daddy, can you teach me?" All right, so let's take a look one step at a time. Now, for my 9-year-old daughter, it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistently profitable, and no way for her to lose. That's 5 criteria. I had to create a strategy specifically for a 9-year-old that knows absolutely nothing about the stock market. You think you know nothing? What did you know at 9 years old about the stock market? Probably less than nothing. But she seriously wanted to learn. Okay, and believe it or not, I actually have videos of her when she was 9 trading. Not the greatest videos in the world because 2008, the video quality really wasn't that good. But I still have them. I will share them eventually. But that's the 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. So with that comes 5 rules. The rules are very simple. And you know what I find really strange? Adults have a tendency to mess it up. Imagine that. Adults have a tendency to mess it up when it's created for a 9-year-old. You figure for a 9-year-old, oh yeah, this could be a breeze. Well, it actually is a breeze if you can stop overthinking things. Simple. Stop overthinking things. Don't make it complicated. You know, sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. Why complicate it? Okay, let's go. Now, I got 5 rules. You ready? And then we're going to go over the rules and we're going to go over all the other things that come along with it, but let me explain them to you. 5 rules. Rule number 1 is, simply put, if it's not on the list, it's an automatic no. There's 10,356 companies that you can invest in. They added 16. Last week it was 10,340. Well, this week it's 10,516. Well, who knows what it's going to be next week? But you know what? Don't care. Rule number 1, if it's not on the list, it's going to be a no. Now I'm going to share the list with you in a few minutes, but let's keep progressing forward. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, as we progress through the night and as I look at some of the stocks you want me to look at, I'm going to call you out on it. Because guess what? I'm a Gen Xer, which means no safe spaces here. If you get insulted easy, you might as well freaking leave now. Because guess what? No safe spaces, no participation trophies. I'm going to tell you like it is. If the company's not profitable, why the hell are you putting your money in there? That's my opinion. You can do whatever you want. But for me, I want 2 decades of profitability. Now, if you think that's impossible, well, I be the bearer of bad news. No, it's not. Stock market's been around for over 420 years. There's plenty of companies that are consistently profitable for more than 2 decades. And we're going to share that list. Rule number 4. This is another one. Boggles my mind why people don't listen. Rule number 4, weekly options only. I have no desire to look at monthly options. If the company has no options at all, it's a flat out no. Rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. When I say make sure all the numbers work, we're actually going to go through a few trades so you can follow along and see how it's done. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to show you everything you need. I'm going to tell you everything you need. You don't have to buy anything from me. As a matter of fact, I promise you I'm not going to try to sell you anything. A lot of people at the end of the night say, hey, I got a great product for you. I'm going to give you a discount. No, bullshit. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just going to teach you. That's it. Okay? I'm actually creating a video log, a video diary for my children and my grandchildren. So when I'm long gone, 20, 30 years from now, they'll still have the videos. Okay? There are videos of me and my daughter doing this kind of stuff all the way back in 2012. So from 2012 to now, I have over 1,100 videos on YouTube, 900 episodes on a podcast. I don't do the podcast anymore because the company just decided they want to change the rules after 4 years. I put 4 years into that podcast, and they changed the rules on me. I hate it when they do that. Okay? Like I said, I'm a Gen X. We are weird people. We are. Number 1, we hate to be told what to do. We would prefer if you just leave us the hell alone. Okay, you see someone that looks my age, 50, 60, somewhere in that area, just leave us alone. Just, little nod, just to acknowledge our presence. That's it. Best bet, don't even talk to us. Don't even try. Because you can't make sense to us. Okay, because you want to do some research on Gen Xers, we're a strange bunch. Okay, a couple of things about us. Number 1, if it works, leave it alone. Okay? I hate it with a passion. Oh, what the hell was that? I hate it with a passion when these computer companies automatically update the software without even asking me. I would love to be using Windows 95. It worked perfectly fine for me. Okay? Now I got to learn something new every other year. No, thank you. I just assume leave the freaking thing alone. Okay, so number 1, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Number 2, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What was number 2? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it works, fine, leave it alone. Simple. Okay? So, let's move on. I'm going to show you everything as we go. And as we progress, you will see everything is going to come together just like a good movie. First part of it's going to be all over the place, but halfway through it's going to start to click, and by the end it's like, oh yeah, that's easy. Because the one thing I want you to take away with however much time you spend here, whether you're here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or the whole 2 hours, one thing I want you to take away is Does it make sense? That's it. Does it make sense? Is it something you think you can do? That's it. Does it make sense? It's either does or it doesn't. Okay? So, what I'm looking for, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. Now, I'm going to explain all of those as we progress through the night so you'll understand how everything comes together. So, first thing, number one, create a list of stocks that you like. Here's my list. Dividend Kings. These are companies that are consistently profitable for you. You ready for this? 5 decades. That's 50 years. Can you imagine that? 50 years consistently profitable year after year after year after year. Dividend Kings. Dividend Aristocrats. 25 years of consistent profitability. Dividend Champions. 25 years of consistent profitability. It sounds like the same, but no. Dividend Aristocrats are a little bit more picky. It's a smaller list, but still 25 years of profits. List number 4, Dividend Contenders. 10 to 24 years of consistent profitability. Last list, just for the fun of it, we're going to peek over the shoulder of Warren Buffett. If it's good enough for Warren Buffett, it's good enough for me. Now, I do have to admit, I saw a note the other day, Warren Buffett added 6 more stocks to his list. I haven't seen what they are yet. It's my fault. I have other things I'd rather be doing than sitting in front of the computer. But I just want to be honest with you. I didn't know. I have no idea what are the new 6 stocks he picked. I have no idea what they are. So if somebody knows what's this new 6 stock, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm sure everybody here would greatly appreciate it. But then again, you can go to Google and put in a search, Warren Buffett stock list 2025. And it pops up. Okay, so step 1, come up with a list. Step 2, take your list and insert it into a dividend calendar. EX dividend calendar. August 2025. Where are we? We are right here on the 28th. Okay? All these little green dots are companies that are paying out a dividend. Now, why is that important? Well, 2 reasons. Like I said earlier, 10,356 different companies. Now, out of those 10,000 different companies, about 5,500, about half of them, a little over half, actually take their profits and share it with us. We're the investors. Well, that's great. It's like buying a Pepsi machine and every week somebody's giving you some money. Well, with dividend stocks, it's every 90 days or every quarter. Okay. So, all these companies paying out a dividend today. Tomorrow, 118 companies are paying a dividend. So why is that important? Well, the name of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Well, this is the month of August. These are all the companies that have dividends that they are paying this month. Well, next month, it's another list. The month after that is another list. And every 90 days, these companies pay and they pay and they pay and they pay and they pay. Guess what? If I like companies that are 2 decades old, well, 2 decades, that's 20 years, 20 times 4, that's 80. 80 times I get a check from those companies over the last 20-year period. Anyway, so why is it important? Because most of these companies have a tendency to increase in value, which means the stock price goes up just before the EX date. So if the stock increases before this date here, okay, I want to buy it before that date, 2 weeks on a Monday. So these dividends here, I want to buy them on a Monday, 2 weeks before. It gives it 2 weeks. Okay, this week, and this week to get that dividend as the stock goes up. So if you know when a stock is going to move up, well, what are you going to do with that information? Now, 95% of the people I ask always gives me the wrong answer. My humble opinion. Okay? let's progress forward. So step 2, put it into a calendar to tell you when to start looking. So this week, I want to look at all these companies here. And there's quite a bit of them. Next week, it's another list. So remember when I said to my daughter, if it's not on the list, it's an automatic no. So if it's on the list, this week, these are the only ones I want to look at. These. That's it. I don't want to look at anything else but these, because they get the dividend coming up, and it means the stock is going to increase. If the stock is going to increase, I want to do a trading strategy where I can make a safe, predictable amount of money. Simply, safely, predictably. Step 2, put it into the calendar. Step 3, we're going to take a look at the chart, the 1-year chart more specifically, because the 1-year chart tells me a lot of things. Now I'm looking for 5 things specifically when I look at a 1-year chart. Okay? Now, those 5 things should take me 3 to 4 seconds. 3 to 4 seconds? What, are you kidding me? Well, hold on. Let me tell you. 5 things. You ready? Number 1, where's the high? Number 2, where's the low? Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it now? And number 5, what's the ocean of the motion, the flow of the river, the path through the woods, whatever you want to call it. Up, down, up, sideways. That's it. 3 to 4 seconds. High, low, was, is, up, down, sideways. That's it. Does it pass? Well, yeah, it does. What am I looking for? Well, number 1, I don't want it to be at the high of the year. See the high of the year is here? I don't want it to be at the high of the year. Number 2, I don't want it dropping. I want it to find the bottom and then turn around. Well, look at right here. Okay, that is this week and last week. That's what I want to see. But 3 to 4 seconds should all it takes. High, low, was, is, where's it going? Next, after we do that, we're going to go over to here. Because I want to make sure, remember where I said, rule 5, make sure the numbers work. There's one number on the board, the big number. I call it the big number. Why? Well, here we go. Ready? 1320, 1320, 1320, 1320. It's up there 4 times. What do you think? You think 1320 is the big number on the board? Yeah. What is it? It's the last trade of the day today. That's it. The last trade today for TSLL is 1320. So if I buy it tomorrow at 1320, I got 2 choices. I'm going to do a covered call. We're going to explain that in a minute. But the 2 choices I have, if I'm paying this price right here, well, the closest numbers I can find are the 13s, 34, and the 1350s, 11. Well, I'm going to say no to the 1350s. Wait a minute. That's for tomorrow. Let's get rid of that one. We don't want tomorrow's because there's 1 day left. So we're not going to do that one. We're going to do next week's, and we don't need to see all of them. I only need to see about 6. All right. So do you remember why I said consistent? Consistent means week after week after week after week. Remember I said weekly options? See, it's right up there. Weekly options. Okay. What is weekly options? 29 August. That's tomorrow. 5 September. That's next Friday. 12 September. 2 Fridays away. 19 September. 3 Fridays. 26 September. 4 Fridays. 3 October, 5 Fridays, 10 October, 6 Fridays. Every single Friday, one of these are expiring. So that means I can get cash flow every single week. Every single position that I have 7 accounts. 7 accounts. I share 3 of them publicly. So you get to see every single trade I do on 3 of my accounts. Okay. Now, every single position that I have, I write a covered call on it every single week. So let's quickly take a gander what I'm talking about so you'll see. Going to need that right there. All right. Trades 2025. Here we go. Voila! Here we go. Account 1, account 2, account 3. This is week 28, July 7th through the 11th. All right. All right. Here's all the trades. Okay, green are buys, red are sell. It's not good, bad. It's just buying, selling. That's all. People see red and say, "Oh, you lost money." No, no, no. It means I sold something and I made money. Okay, here's the timestamp. Okay, way over here. Here's what strategy it was, how many contracts it was, what stock symbol it was, what strike price it was, what was the price, or what was the profit. It's all there. All the numbers, every single trade I do on 3 different accounts. Trust me, it's a pain in the butt. I don't like doing it. Okay, what do we have here? Devon Energy, Hertz, Kohl's, Macy's, Hertz, Riley, Devon Energy. Okay, they're all there. All right, so we're actually going to go over a couple of trades so you can see exactly what I do. Let's get out of there because we don't need it anymore. No, I don't want that. I want that. That's what I want, right there. Okay, so the numbers are okay. The chart's okay. So now I want to take a deeper dive into the chart. Step 4. Wait a minute. 1 is the list, 2 is the calendar, 3 is that, 4 is that, 5. Step 5, I want to take a closer look at the chart. What are the numbers and what is it telling me? Every picture tells a story. 1970 something Rod Stewart. Every picture tells a story, don't it? Okay. A year ago, TSLL was at 936. Now, here's something for you. 936. And it jumps up to 40. That's a 300% increase. Right? 9 to 40, 300% increase. Great. Well, now she went from 40 down to 7. What is that, like a 95% drop? And then from there, she just went sideways. Okay. So the high of the year is 41.74. The bottom of the year, second week in April, imagine that, TDS day, $6.27. That's the bottom. Okay? 627. Now from 627, she shoots up to 17. That's over 100%. From 17, she drops down to 10, which is 7. I don't know. Whatever it is. Then she shoots back up again. Okay, that's the last 3 months. Look at the motion. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's starting to come back down again. So not the ideal time to jump in. Maybe next week or the week after. Okay, last 30 days. Now the reason I want to look at the last 30 days, because the last 30 days gives me a good idea of where do I think it's going next. Okay, down, up, down, up, down. So I'm going to wait for it to come back down around here before I jump into it. I'm going to say another 2 weeks. So I'm going to not do this one because she is in a downward trend. So no this week. But I am going to write it down 2 weeks from today. TSLL. Okay, that's going to be a no. All right, we build good EC today. Okay, so Anthony wants to take a look at EC. Now, Anthony, 100% honest with you, I have no idea what EC is. EC? Hell no. Now, Anthony, were you listening when I said I only do weekly options? September, October, November, February. Those are months of the year. That means this is a monthly optionable stock. It's a hell no. It's like you shouldn't be buying anything unless you know everything about that company. This is your hard-earned money. Why are you putting something into something you don't know? Now, the reason I say that, because when I say weekly options only, and you ask me to take a look at something, I automatically make the assumption that you know this thing has weekly options, but it doesn't. So you don't know where you're putting your money. Okay, Maina wants to take a look at AT&T. I'm going to say no. I don't buy at the high. Okay? I'll wait for it to pull back. See, she goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again, but it's way too close to the high for me. It's at 28.94. The high is 29. No, thank you. Sorry. C-wide spinner. C-wide spinner. AFRM. AFRM. I've heard of that. I don't think I've ever done it before, though. Affirm. I'm going to say no to this one also, only because it's at the high. Here's the bottom here. It goes from $30 up to $80. That's a $50 increase. That's like a 125% increase. 125% increase. Do you seriously think people like me aren't going to say, I'm going to take my profits? And when people go, I'm going to take my profits, what happens? The stock drops. See, look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's going to come back down again. I don't buy at the high. It doesn't make sense. Okay, you always heard it. Always, always, always. Buy low, sell high. Okay, so FRJMF. Can't pronounce that, but all right. CLTE. What the hell is that? CLTE. Colty? Is that right? CLTE. I did spell it right. CLTE. We cannot find this symbol. So what that means to me is it's not a stock here in the U.S. Okay. Tessa, good evening. Teresa Jones, good evening. Hello. Colby, good evening, Colby. Mom Chill wants to take a look at SWTSX. What the hell is that? SWTSX. What the hell is that? Okay, number one, it looks like snowflakes. That's a no. And look at this, no options. That's a no also. No options, no thank you. No dividends, no thank you. Simple. I'm a very simple person. Gates. Gates wants to take a look at Halliburton. Well, I have some Halliburton. Do I have Halliburton? Ooh, look at that, Gates. Look at this. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, sideways, up. 22.63, the 23s, 22 to 25. Oh, that's close to 1%, Gates. Close. Do you want to do that? 22.63, the 22.50s are going for 44. That works. All right, so let's do the 22.50s if, yeah, definitely right there. Look at that movement. That looks great. Let's go a little deeper so that you see exactly what I'm looking for. A year ago, Halliburton's at 31.14. The high of the year was the end of November last year, 32.63. Now, just like everything else this year, you're going to find this a common scenario. Second week of April. I like to call it TDS Day. Okay? Guy in the big chair says, tariffs, tariffs, tariffs. People panic. What happened? Everything drops. Second week of April. Almost every single stock you see this year is going to have a low of the year, second week in April. Why? Bonehead said tariff, 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 and everyone panic, 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 sell, 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 drop, drop, drop. So this here is great for people like me and some of you who are looking for an opportunity to buy at the absolute low of the year. Well, you have a couple of questions you need to ask yourself. Number one, do I like Halliburton? Do I think Halliburton has a future? Well, if you know anything about Halliburton, which you should if you're looking at it. Okay, if you're looking at anything, you should know a lot about it because we're talking about your hard-earned money. Your hard-earned money, and you need to put it someplace so that it will grow so that when you get to my age, you don't have to worry where's your next meal coming from? Where's your next red check coming from? Okay, I'm 61. My money's going to come from somewhere. Well, guess what? It's not coming from Social Security. I'm not old enough. But guess what? I can collect in January. What are they going to offer me? Crap. I'll take it. I paid for it. It's my money. All my years of working, I paid in. Well, good. Give me my money back. Now it's my turn to collect. I paid in. Now it's my turn to collect. Okay? It's not an entitlement. I love these people say, well, it's an entitlement. No, it's not. It's my money. I put the money in. I should be able to get my money back out. That's just the way it should be. All right, anyway. Halliburton, last 90 days. Look at the movement. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Whoa, we still have the highs here, okay? We still have enough room to take advantage of this movement right there. So let's zoom in a little bit closer. Get a little closer, now don't be shy. Get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry. Here we go. Here's the 30-day high. She drops down. Here's the bottom. Shoots up, pulls back. Now she's shooting back up again. Well, this here, do you think it can continue going up? Okay, she went up. She pulled back. Here's the new bottom right there, 21.92. 21.92. Let's call it 22. So now it's 22.60. Not much, but we still have more room to go. But the big question that should be rattling around upstairs, do I like Halliburton? Do I like Halliburton at this price? Am I willing to buy it and hold on to it until it hits my target? Well, we're going to talk about that right now. So sit tight. Let me sip my tea. All right, so the big number on the board, 2263, 2263, 2263, 2263. I'm looking at the 2250s. Now, I bet a bunch of you scratching your head. Why is he selling it for less than he's paying for it? It's a good question. If I'm going to buy it 2263, why would I sell it at 2250? Think about it. Okay, 22.50 right here. I'm collecting 44 cents a share. You know what that means? I'm collecting 44 cents per share just to give somebody the rights to buy it from me for less than what I paid for it. So before you panic and think that I'm crazy, let's do the whole equation so you understand everything. All right, so if I buy it tomorrow morning, 22.63, I sell it to someone else at $22.50, they're going to pay me 44 cents a share. So what am I walking away with? 22.63, 22.50, 44 comes to 22.49. You add those two together, that's what I'm walking away with. 22.49, 22.94. Was that right? 22.94. Sorry. 22.50, 44, 22.94. Buying it at 22.63, selling for 22.94. What has to happen? Friday's just going to come. That's it. The stock's got to stay above 22.50 between now and next Friday. Well, what are the odds? What are the odds of the stock being above 22.50, which is right here, next Friday? I got a whole week. Okay? Now, what's the difference between 22.94 and 22.36? Well, that's 31 cents. Now, you may think 31 cents is not a lot, but 31 cents on a $22 stock is more than 1.25%. No, I'm only looking for 1% a week. This is offering me 1.25%, which is more. So what has to happen? It's just going to stay where it is. They can even come down a little bit, and I'm still okay. Imagine that. Number one, well, it's Halliburton. Number two, it's in an upward trend. Number three, I'm doing a simple strategy, a covered call, buying it for this, selling it for less than I paid for it, collecting this little premium, and this little premium is going to give me 1.25% profit for doing absolutely nothing. Because what's my target? My target is actually less than the current price. That's weird. buying it for 263, selling it for 250, and still walking away with a profit. This is what I mean. It was created for 9 years old. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. So what do I mean by predictable? Well, I'm going to show you right now. Watch this. When I say predictable, let's get rid of this because we've already decided what we're going to do. We're going to change this to covered call, and we're going to do the 2250, which is right there. Okay, we're going to do one contract so you understand 1 equals this. Well, 2 would equal that, 3 would equal that, blah, blah, blah. So you know how much money you get to work with. Here we go. Ready? Buy 1 covered call a Halliburton 100. That's the weekly. 5 September 25. That means this option expires next Friday. So listen closely. I'm buying the stock, 2263. I'm selling somebody the right, not the obligation. The right means they can buy it if they want. They don't have to if they don't want to. But for that privilege, they are paying me $33 per contract. Okay, that's my profit, $33 per contract. I'm buying it 263, selling it for 250. I'm walking away with 33 bucks. Well, it doesn't sound like a lot, does it? Hold on. Let's do some math. Math never lies. 1 plus 1 is going to equal 2 no matter where you went to school. Calculator. Okay. First thing we want to do is take the profit. Okay? Maximum profit, $33. We're going to take $33 and put it into the calculator. 33. And we're going to divide the profit by the investment. Think of it. Hold on. We're going to get to that. The investment. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $22.17. If everything works out right, which it should, because it is Halliburton, okay, I'm investing $2,200. So at the end of the week, someone's going to buy the stock from me. I'm going to get my $2,200 back, and I'm going to get an additional 33 bucks. Well, let's see what the rate of return is. Remember, I'm looking for 1%. Well, what's this rate of return? Okay, divide 22.17, grand total of 1.48. That's more than 1%, right? If 1% is 50% per year, well, 1.48 has got to be at least 70%, right? At least. So does it make sense? Number 1, do I like Halliburton? Number 2, what am I buying it for? $22.63. What am I selling? $22.50. Actually less than I paid for it. But I'm walking away with 1.48%. That's almost 1.5% for 1 week. And I do this every single week with every single position that I have. So Halliburton, I'm going to write that one down at 1.4. There we go. Next, let's find something. Ooh, Johnson & Johnson. Who said that one? Uh-oh. One Love wants to take a look at Dow. Wait a minute. Did I miss a bunch of questions? I did. All right, hold on. A bunch of questions. It just moved on its own. I didn't get to read all of these. Now, I do try to read all the questions. I do. Thank you, Big Drew. Oh, Kevo wants to take a look at Exxon. I'm going to look at Exxon next because Kevo did ask earlier. All right, so that's 1.48. Not bad. Let's get back to where we started, and we are going to go. What are we doing next? ExxonMobil. Okay. ExxonMobil. XOM. Oh, I'm going to say no. Not because I don't like it. It isn't an upward trend. Look at this. But look at the size of the upward trend. It's a little too big, which means profit's right around the corner. Usually. Well, let's take a look. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to zoom into this right here. Okay. Here's your last 30 days. 30 days ago, there's your bottom, and she jumped up. So that's a new high, higher than this one. So yeah, I don't buy at the high, especially when you have 2.5 weeks going straight up. Ask yourself a question. If you bought a company, you bought a stock, 106, and it shoots up to 113, 114. Is that 113? Yeah, but 113. That's a $7 increase. Well, a $7 increase on a $100 stock is only about 7%. Not a big one. But is it big enough to have people like me saying, I'm going to take my profits and be on my way? It's an honest, valid question, right? I'm going to take my profits, be on my way. Shoots up, I'm going to take my profits 2 weeks from now, maybe. So let's put ExxonMobil down for 2 weeks, and we'll take a look at it again in 2 weeks. ExxonMobil, here we go. All right, so no to ExxonMobil. Sorry about that, buddy. Dill 86, I'm going to ask you again for the 4th time. I have no idea what Oxford Square Capital is. You got to give me the ticker symbol, all right? What else do we have? AFRM, we did that one already. Ooh, Dollar General, Drezek, Dollar General. Let's take a look at Dollar General. We looked at it last night. I forget what was the outcome last night. That's interesting. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this, down, up, sideways. 111.71. The 112 is going for 172. That's a yes. Okay, 172 is more than 1% of 111. So a year ago, we're at 86. We bottomed out the middle of January at 66.43. Here's your last 90 days, your last 3 months. All right, down, up, down, up. Down. What's going on here? I'm going to zoom into that a little bit more to get a better view of it. What's going on? Last 30 days. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Down, up, down. Now she's going up. I don't know. With all that volume behind it. See these things down here? That blue? That's volume. That's how many shares traded today. So what is that? 7.4 million shares traded today? Is that a lot? I don't know. But still, it's more than I have. Anyway, I don't know. That could be a move right there. Could be. Well, let's find out. It's at 115. Went high at 115. Wait a minute. Interesting. It opened up at 115 and it closed at 111. Well, what does it look like? Let's see what it looks like. Why not? 111. I'm going to do the 112. All right, let's change this right to there. The 112 right there. One contract at the market. There we go. And here's Johnny. What do you say? What do you say? Buy one covered call, Dollar General, 5 September. 112 call option, Dollar General to market to open. 207 is the profit. 11,000 is the investment. So let's see what kind of return is that. Victoria sent me a rose. Oh, thank you, Victoria. 207 is the profit divided by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 10,996. No, 993. 10,993. Grand total of 1.8%. Well, the question is, do you like Dollar General? You do know that 1.8% is close to 100% for the year. That's pretty damn close. Well, matter of fact, let's find out. 52 weeks in a year. Let's multiply this up. 52. 97.9. Well, that's pretty close to 100%, don't you think? If, of course, you like Dollar General. So I'm going to write Dollar General down 1.8. DG 1.8. Lovely. All right. So now what I want to do, Dylan lost money on Marvel and Hormel today. So Dylan, I'm going to pick on you just for a little bit because you've been here long enough. You've seen it over and over and over again. So how did you possibly mess it up? All right, let's get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Out of here. Over to here. And Dylan did Marvel. MRVL. Seriously, Dylan. Look at that. How did you mess that up, Dylan? Hold on. Hold on, Dylan. Hold on. High. Low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. Well, it went up, down, then up again. 77.23. But I'm not going to do 77.23. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and look at what was the stock on Monday. Fair enough? Because we looked at it on Sunday and we said, hey, it looks great for Monday. So how did you mess this one up, Dylan? How? I want to grab you by the neck. How? Anyway, let's go. All right, here's the 30 days. Okay, that's 30 days ago right there. Beautiful. Look at that, Dylan. Look. Up, down, up, down, up. Monday's right here. 73. Right there, Dylan. 73. So if you bought it here at 73, 73's not even on there. If you bought it here, Dylan, at 73 on Monday, okay? Wait a second. Let's actually find out the exact number. There we go, right there. Monday. It opened up at 72.99. 72.99. So the closest strike price would be 73. So if you bought it at 73 or 72.99, right there, sold the 73s, it's not even on here. All right, let's get. There's a 73 right there. Holy cow. Holy cow, Dylan. Well, the numbers aren't the same as they were on Monday. But look at the 73. $5.90. How did you mess that up, Dylan? Okay, Monday was here. Okay, we got the signal on Sunday. Okay, last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, right there. Up, up, up. How did you? All right, I'm not even going to go any further. You lost money on it, Dylan. I'd really like to know how the hell you did that. Okay. Do you look at stock recommendations? No, I do not. And I don't even give stock recommendations.
James, can you keep going on Marvell real quick and just look at next week? Because earnings came out today and
Okay.
after hours dropped to 68, so it dropped $9.
Did it really? Holy cow. Okay.
And look at these huge premiums.
Yep. Hold tight. Hold tight. I got to back up a little bit. Okay, there, and there. Ooh, Pepsi. We haven't done that one yet. So we're going to do Pepsi next. You said earnings came out today and the stock dropped. Yeah, look at that. It's at 68 now. Interesting. Okay, so if I bought it Monday, sold the 73s, okay? It closed today at 77. Now I heard it dropped to 68, which is down to here. Okay. That is a possibility. But at this moment in time, you haven't lost anything until you sell at a loss. So let's see what happens. So Dylan, if you bought it here, $72.99, you got whatever that premium was. She shot up, now she dropped, now she's at 68. Okay. Now, we're not going to be able to tell what these numbers are going to be like tomorrow until tomorrow, which means you guys won't know that until Sunday because I don't do Friday nights and I don't do Saturday nights anymore. Last year it was 7 days a week. You believe that? 3 hours a night, 7 days a week. I missed 6 days. 6 days out of 365, however many there are. 6. That's all I missed last year. Okay, so anyway, for you guys over here, if you jumped in here Monday, okay, you would have taken that premium, whatever it is, collected it. Now she's down to here. Great, fine. So Monday, we would be probably, well, we don't know what's going to happen between now and tomorrow afternoon. So right now it's at 68, 62, which is down here. So tomorrow she might bounce back or she might drop down a little bit more. But if you own the stock, you own the stock. If you own it at 73 and now it's at 68, if you sold it at a loss, you lost. But if you held on to it, well, you would have captured whatever premium you collected this week. And as the stock opens up less tomorrow, well, on Monday, we will decide what option to sell on Monday. But remember rule number 2, never sell at a loss. So whatever premium you collected on Monday, well, that's yours to do with as you please. Well, now that the stock dropped, great. What do we see on Monday or Tuesday to sell something else until it hits that target of 73? Because you bought it here at 73, you collected this premium for this week, whatever that is. She dropped back down here, so next week she hypothetically should be going back up again. Once it hits 73 again, then you can sell the 73s and then eventually 2 or 3 weeks get out of it. But never buy something that you're not willing to hold on to, regardless of what happens to it. Now, I didn't know the stock dropped today after hours. Okay, so I didn't know that. So, next, Marvell, Hormel. Now, was that enough information for Marvell?
Yes, thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, so basically, if you jumped in here, she shot up, great. That option is going to expire worthless. That money is yours free and clear. So Monday, we don't know what it's going to be. So tomorrow she'll probably jump down here somewhere and might go down further or might go back up. It's a 50-50 shot. But it's Marvell. Do you like it? As a matter of fact, I actually own some in one of those. I got 7 accounts. I don't know which one it is, but I do own some. So I'm probably in the same boat that you're in. But I didn't lose anything because I didn't sell it at a loss. So remember that. Very, 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 very important. If you buy something 73 and it drops to 68, if you agree to take the loss, that's on you. I say never sell at a loss because it doesn't make sense. Why would you buy it 73, sell it at 68? Why? That makes no sense. Number 1 rule is never buy something you're not willing to hold on to. Okay? If you bought it here at $72.99, your exit target should be 73, however long it takes to get there. Next, Hormel. Now, we looked at Hormel the other day, and that was a winner also. So Hormel, HRL. Ouch! Ho, ho, ho! That sucker hurt. Look at that one. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Whoa. Now, we did see that one earlier during the week also. Let's zoom into that one. Same thing. Here's Monday. You got it at 29. Well, whatever you sold, most likely the 29s, okay, that's yours. Well, this right here, now you're at 25. Well, 2 opportunities here. 1, dollar cost average, buy some more here, and then you have a dollar cost average somewhere around here. It makes it easier to get rid of. But if you don't have that ability, well, just hold it. Next week, look at the 26s, 2650s, 27s, 2750s, 28s. But look at the movement tomorrow and what is it going to open up on Monday. Never panic. Hormel's been around for over 100 years. It ain't going anywhere. So what? Made a big, huge drop. What's the big deal? They all do that. They all make big drops. They all make big gains. The idea is to keep your head and don't panic. Hormel's a dividend king. That means they've increased their profits for 5 consecutive decades. So even though this happened, I can almost guarantee with I'm going to say 98% certainty that the CEO didn't get on the phone and say, hey, announce to everybody in the factory, we didn't hit our target. Take the week off until we make up for it. No, they don't do that. The stock price has got nothing to do with the company itself. It is the public's perception of the value. We buy and we sell based on what we believe. Okay? The actual value of the company is cash flow, management, book value, okay? Name recognition. Hormel has been around for over 100 years. They've been profitable for the last 5 decades or more. I don't see them as a risk, even though it's here. Now, I'm going to watch this a little closer because you can't get any lower than the low of the year. And there it is today. So take a look at the financials. Why did it not? Why did it drop? More than likely, it's probably going to be the market maker getting that famous 5-letter text. We didn't hit our target. Market maker gets that. He drops it. Look at the volume here. Now that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times the average volume. Ooh, as a matter of fact, let's do this. This is going to be fun. You're going to love this. Let's get out of there. Let's go. All right. Now, the difference between the bid and the ask is usually 1 or 2 cents. Let's go for 2 cents. That's the difference between the bid and the ask. Okay, so we're going to go to the chart. Okay, here's the year, the whole year for Hormel. Down here, these little blue lines down here, that is the average volume. How much to buy and sell on an average day. So let's bring this down to here. Right about there looks about average. That is 2.8 million. See that? So let's do some creative math. If the market maker makes 2 cents for every share he buys and sells, let's see how much he actually makes. 2.8 million. Calculator. Okay. Let's bring this over here. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. Say 2 cents multiplied by 2.8 million. That's how many shares traded on average right there. So the market maker makes on average every day $56,000. Now, don't think you're going to go out and become a market maker. Last time I checked, it was $350,000 just for the application. And that was like 20 years ago. Who knows what it is today? Okay, so on average, the market maker makes $56,000 a day. So what did he make today? Okay, well, today, okay, well, let's zoom in a little closer so you can see it better. Okay, today, 17.5 million shares traded today. So let's see how much the market maker made today. Okay, get rid of that. 2 cents a share multiplied by 17.4 multiplied by 17.4 million. Okay, you see the difference? $348,000. He makes on average $30,000 or $40,000. Today he made $348,000. Why? It's an honest question. Why? The average trading volume is less than 4 million. Today, 17 million. Why? 5 simple words. We didn't hit our target. That's it. Earnings report. We didn't hit our target. So the market maker takes it from here, 29, and he drops it down to 25. What he doesn't tell us, those 17 million buyers and sellers, are they buyers looking for a deal? Are they sellers panicking? Which one? Okay, I don't know who it is over here that has the echo in the back. Paul, we already did Marvel. Andrew, I'm going to mute you, Andrew. Like, don't feel bad, Andrew. I mute everyone so there's no feedback. If you have a question over on Zoom, just unmute yourself and just, hey, just speak up. All right, so anyway, the market maker, he is the only person only person who has control over what the price is. Okay? There's five numbers you need to keep track of. Opening price, high of the day, low of the day, volume, and the close of the day. 5 numbers. Out of those 5 numbers, only one of them is controlled by one person. That's the market maker. So let's say hypothetically, the market maker wakes up, stubs his toe, goes outside, has a flat tire, starts pouring down rain. He's in a crappy mood. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to drop it. Why? So that he can earn more money, because more shares trading, more money he makes. Okay, that's the market maker. So is it manipulated? Yes, it is. People ask, is the stock market manipulated? Yep. Anyway, the other 4 numbers, okay, there's 5 numbers altogether. Open, high, low, close, volume. Okay, 4 of those numbers we control. We can control the high, we can control the low, we can control how much volume, but we, the buyers and sellers, we do not control the opening price of the day. That is the market maker. Is he twisted? Maybe. If I had that power, we didn't hit our target, yeah, I can 10 times my normal income. Just for those 5 little words. We didn't hit our target. Okay? CEO did not get on the phone, say, hey, tell all the employees, take a couple of days off. We didn't hit our target. No, they don't do that. Business as usual, they really don't care. I remember when I worked in corporate America, I had no clue what the stock price is where I worked. My only concern was coming in on time, not being late, taking my coffee break at the right time, not going over, doing my work qualitatively. I was going to say qualitatively. Is that a word? Doing a good job, okay? Not getting in trouble. That was my concern as an employee. No interest whatsoever in what the stock price was. Anyway, that's my take on that one. Dylan, I'm hoping, Dylan, you didn't panic and sell. Because whatever you bought it for on Monday, whatever option you sold against it, that option is going to expire worthless. And then you get to choose again next Monday, what to sell next. The 26s, the 27s, the 28s. You might not get 1% because of the big drop. But guess what? You do have the opportunity to bring in some money. And some is better than none. Because remember, most of the time, before you even came here, see something totally different. Nobody does this. Most people are satisfied with getting a dividend every 90 days, not weekly cash flow. Weekly cash flow is unheard of. Nobody does that. Anyway, next. Let's get out of here. Back to here. Get rid of that. Get back to there. And we are back again to some type of normality. Okay. Jay Hinkleman wants to take a look at Pepsi. In case you didn't know, Pepsi is a dividend king. Been in business for over 100 years, consistently profitable, last 5 decades. It's not a yes or a no, it's why not? Why isn't Pepsi on your list? Why isn't Coca-Cola on your list? Both of those companies have been around for over 100 years. They both have over 5 decades of consistent profitability. Why isn't it on your list? It should be on your list, but this week, I don't know, maybe. Here's the high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, sideways, up, down. What's going on here? Well, let's go a little closer. But before we do, is it worth my while? Am I getting my 1%? Big number on the board, 146.98, 146.98, 146.98, 146.98. So the 147 is right there, 150. That's over 1%. A lot of people ask me, how do you get that number in your head so quick? Well, are you ready? What is 1% of $150? $1.50. Think about it. 150 is 1% of 150. 150 is 1% of 150 is $1.50. 150, 150. Same thing. 1%. Anyway, so 146.98, the 147s, 150 is more than 1%. So let's take a look at the chart and see if it's right. Okay, last year was the high of the year, 179.96. We bottomed out right here. What is that? The end of May. No, wait a minute. That's the end of June. Sorry. 127. So she goes from 127.78 to 154. Now she's coming back. But the bottom is here. We have 2 days to the upside already. So one more day to the upside, which could be tomorrow, could be the new entry point for Pepsi. If, of course, you like Pepsi. Okay, so let's take a look. The 147. Pepsi, 147. $147, right there, by one. Covered call, Pepsi, 100, 5 September, next Friday, 147 call, Pepsi at the market to open. 170 is the profit, 14.5 is the investment. Well, let's see what this vending machine is going to cost me. Think about it, vending machine, a Pepsi vending machine, paying 14 grand for it. Well, this week alone, it's going to give me 170. Where else do you know what the profit? Remember I said predictable? Well, I know what the profit's going to be before I even do it. Predictable. Well, why not? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1%. Simple. One of the simplest strategies is buying the stock. But buying the stock is no profit to it because the stock has to move. Well, a covered call, you're buying the stock and selling the option at the same time, which means the stock doesn't have to move at all, and I already know what my profit's going to be. So here, I know my profit is here. This is my investment. What's the rate of return, and what's going to happen? Well, it's at 146.98. I'm selling the 147s, and I'm collecting 170. It's costing me 14. Well, let's see what that looks like. Okay, calculator. Hello, Mr. Calculator. Okay, get rid of that. 170 is the profit. Going to divide it by the investment. What's my investment? What is this vending machine cost me? Now, the reason why I'm saying vending machine is because I want you to think differently. I don't want you to think of the stocks and options, that kind of stuff. Think of a weekly cash producing asset. Why do you care what it costs? It gives you a return every single week. You should be concerned of what is my rate of return on a weekly basis. Well, this week, this is what it is. Next week, it's going to be different. The week after that, it's going to be different. Every single week, you're going to get a different amount every single week until you hit your target. Well, what's the target? Well, the target at this moment is 147. What's the stock at now? 146, whatever it is. I forget what it is. Does it make sense? Well, let's find out what the rate of return is. 14,530, grand total of 1.16. Well, that's over 1%, right? Do you like Pepsi? So let's look at this again. Okay. 146.98. My target is 147. It's 2 pennies away. So all the stock has to do is be at 147 by next Friday. And it's in an upward trend. Does that make sense? Buying it at 146.98 and selling it at 147, getting a 1.1% for 1 week. Well, what does next week look like? Is it going to give me another 1% next week? What about the week after? Another one. That's 3% right there. 3 weeks, 1%. And they got a dividend coming up eventually. Every 90 days, Pepsi has a dividend. And guess what? Absolute worst case scenario. Pepsi increases its dividend every year for the past 5 decades. So what do you think? Just because you bought it, they're going to decrease the dividend? No. You ain't that important. I'm not that important. I buy Pepsi, they're going to keep increasing the dividends because every year they keep increasing their profits. Okay, that's Pepsi. Does it make sense? Do you like Pepsi? Are you willing to buy Pepsi, hold on to it, and just keep getting cash flow every single week? You know the difference between this weekly cash flowing asset and a vending machine? A vending machine, I have to go and tend to it every week. This one, I don't. I just go take a look. Okay, what's it at now? What's it doing? What did I buy it for? What did I sell? What's it at now? Which way is it going? What does it mean? Simple. Remember, it's created for a 9-year-old. Adults have a tendency to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, alrighty. What is next? All right, Dill 86. This is like the 6th time I'm going to tell you this. I have no idea who the hell Oxford Square Capital is, which means I have no idea what the ticker symbol is, so I can't help you out. Kevo, Hoya, see ya. Okay, I have no idea what that means. User 6111 blah 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 SOXL. What the hell is that? I know it's going to be a no. I've done that one before. All right, just getting it back to square one. SOXL. SOXL. Direxion Semiconductors. Okay. Before I go take a look at this, I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance. Now, I tell everybody who actually wants to invest, you should have at your disposal access to a financial website. SOXL. Because a financial website is going to give you financial information about the company you want to know. What's the book value? What is the profits? What's the earnings per share? What is the rate of increase on a consistent basis? Are they profitable? Okay, here we go. Now, I want to look at all the dividends, okay? See, dividends. Okay, 2025, 23, 19, 18, 10. Wait a second. 2010 was the first dividend, which means SOXL is only 15 years old. Not quite the 20 years I'm looking for, but okay, let's look at the numbers. All right, you ready? Oh my God, how can you read that? 0.00013. What is that, 1/1,000,000th or 1/100,000th of a penny? What kind of a dividend is that? Anyway, 0.00013, 0.00083. That's going backwards. 18 cents. Oh, wait a minute. There's nothing in 2011, nothing in 2012, nothing in 2013, nothing in 2015. 1 in 2016, 1 in 2017, 3 in 2018. Anyway, let's take a look at these numbers. Okay, 2018, 3 cents. 2018, 2 cents. It goes 2 cents, 3 cents, 1.8. That's almost a 50% drop. Then it goes 1.6, lower, 1.2, lower, 2, 1.9, lower, 0.005. Come on, really? Do you even read the freaking numbers? You're putting your money into something that's going backwards, not increasing in value whatsoever, not increasing in profitability. Why the hell are you putting your money into this thing? Do you even look at the numbers before you buy something? I know I do. I don't have the luxury of being wrong. I'm 61. I have no desire to go punch a time clock anymore. As a matter of fact, I think I'm doing the younger generation a favor. You know, I can do that job. I can do that job well. Guess what? I'm going to step back. You do the job. I'm stepping back, retiring, giving the younger generation the opportunity to pick up the slack where I'm stepping off. So when you retire, you step back and you say, hey, you take my job. You do it. I don't have the luxury of being wrong. I do look at these numbers. Okay? I do not invest in anything that goes backwards. You're either profitable or you're not. There's no participation trophies. You're not getting a trophy for third place. You might get a trophy for second place, but not for third. It goes from 2 cents to 3 cents to 1.8, 1.6, 1.2 to 2 to 1.9 to a half. How the hell can you, in good conscience, put, you know what, forget it. Forget it. Next.
Let's take a look at CEG.
CEG. What the hell CEG?
Constellation Energy or something?
CEG. Constellation Energy Corporation, $319. All right. Am I reading that right? This thing's only like 4 years old. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why are you investing in a company that's 4 years old?
Because it's actually been doing very well for me.
It's like, do you give your keys to your car to your 4-year-old grandson?
No, but my 26-year-old son.
There's a huge difference between 4 and 26.
I'm not sure about that, James.
All right. Let's go take a look at this CEG. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it. All right, CEG. CEG, 4 years old. Oh, the momentum looks good. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, 319.55. The 320 is going for 630. That's over 2%, brother. 2% works, right? Let's take a look at the numbers. A year ago, 195. Now, it looks like we have a, no, that's not a double high, but it's close to a double high. We get the bottom. Oh, imagine that. First week of April, TDS day. Okay, so here's the bottom. Here's the bottom. Shoots up, pulls back. Here's the new bottom here. Now it's going back up again. That kind of makes sense. Well, let's take a closer look at it. Missed a day. There we go, right there. There we go. Last 30 days. 30 days ago, 330. Shoots up to 355. Profit taking. New bottom here. 1, 2, 3. Here you go, right there. Now she's up. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's see what the 320s look like. Let's get rid of this. 320. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Down to just one. Market. There we go. And here's Johnny. Johnny, tell him what he's won. Well, Bill, here we go. Buy one covered call CEG 100. 5 September. 320 call strike. At the market to open, 725 is the profit for one contract. What's one contract going to cost you? $31,000. Let's figure it out. Calculator. Clear that. 725 is the profit divided by the investment, one contract. Well, can you do 1? Can you do 5? Can you do 13? I don't know. We all have a different amount. All right, so we're going to divide it by $31,275. And that right? No. I'm going to stop and I'm going to do that again because that says 22%. Holy shit. Hold on. Let's do it one more time. Profit, 725. 725. Investment, $31,275. 2.3%. That makes more sense. 2.3%. Now, 2.3% is over 100% return at the end of the year if you can consistently get 2.3% every month or every week. You either can or you can't. You either like the company or you don't. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. It's only 3 years old, 4 years old, whatever it is. But, hey, he likes it. Why not? Your call, your money, you do what you want. Makes sense, right? Uh-oh, we got questions. Questions. All right, thanks. All right, That being said, let's look at something new, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. All right, here we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Change this. There we go. And look at that. We're back where we started again. All right, we did Pepsi. Miss your taps. What genre? I have no idea what that means. How many kids do you have? I have 4. 2028. Get real. Dustin, come on. Seriously? It worked. Okay, whatever. Your diversity, this is, or just all in on one each week. No. I separate. I do like 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. I like to have 5 positions in each account. Alan, good evening. Mariana, good evening. I don't know where that came from. Whew. Kind of like rattled my bones. Holy cow. Uh-oh. K-Van wants to take a look at Coca-Cola. Woohoo! Now, I can honestly say Coca-Cola, well, it's been in business for over 140 years. I think I may have bought it in the last 30 years. I think I might have bought it twice. Why? 68.36. Well, the 69s are going for 38 cents. That's not even a 0.5%. That's why I don't buy Coca-Cola. It's only offering me a 0.5%, which is 26% a year, if you're okay with that. I'm not. And to compound matters, look at this. Here's the high. Wow. It's just dropping. Sorry, K-Van. Coca-Cola doesn't look good this week, but next week, once she finds the bottom and turns around, that would be ideal. Now, I like 2 days to the upside. So best case scenario, it would be Friday, Monday, then I'd jump in on Tuesday. That's the earliest I'd jump in, if the next 2 days are on the upside. What is that website? Yahoo Finance. Okay, Hinkleman, we already looked at Pepsi. David Charles, good evening, good evening. Nate, okay. If this worked, he wouldn't be making this video. Well, Nate, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. However, my children, well, my oldest child is 36. My medium child is 31. My next child is 27, and my youngest is 26. At this moment in time, they're not really needy for money, so it doesn't really matter to them because they haven't been kicked around enough. Eventually, once they've been on their own long enough and they say, wait a second, there's got to be an easier way. Because when you get out on your own for the first 2 or 3, 4, 5 years, you're delighted to be on your own. But after putting in 40, 50, 60 hours every single week and getting absolutely nowhere, and then they see their dad like kicking back, relaxing, making money hand over fist because, ooh, look, I've never got one of those before. Woo! The numbers just don't work when you're first starting out. 40, 50, 60 hours a week going nowhere. Eventually, my children are going to look into the direction of me, and if I'm not here, what do they have? Okay? I'm making a video diary for my children so they know exactly how I did it. Because guess what? I'm going to be a prick when it comes to my inheritance. They're not getting a single dime until they can pass a certain test. And this is it. Okay, so you're not getting millions of dollars from me when I pass. It's going to sit there in a trust, and it's continued to grow until they know how to do it themselves. So I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for any of you. I'm doing this for my children and my grandchildren because I'm not delusional thinking I'm going to last forever. And this up here, I'm 61. The older you get, you have a tendency to realize things just aren't what they used to be. Okay? I find myself forgetting things once in a while. I go into a room and I think, why the hell am I in here? So yeah, I'm creating this video diary for my children and my grandchildren so that they can know how to invest money. Okay? That's why I'm doing it. Christina, thank you. Jello, thank you. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, where was I before I was rudely interrupted by a rude person? Okay, that's the website, blah, 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 blah. If this worked, I wouldn't be doing it. Why wouldn't I? Honestly, Nate, it's a question. Just because it works, why wouldn't I be making this video? Why do I think I'm so much better than everybody else that I'm not willing to share freely? You know absolutely nothing about me. Okay, several years ago, I get this itch in my head. James, you really need to share this information with other people. Well, guess what? I got online and apparently people liked what I had to say. And then it just keeps on blowing up bigger and bigger and bigger. More and more people say, James, this is great stuff. Thank you for sharing. Just because you don't like it and you don't agree with it, you don't have to be here. I spend enough time on you. Let's move on to the next one. TikTok Tommy, did I buy Marvel this week? Yes, I did. It dropped $8 after hours. What are your thoughts for this tomorrow? Okay, TikTok Tommy, I did buy Marvel. I did sell a covered call against it. Now, what you're saying, someone else confirmed it. Yeah, it did drop. So what? The option that I sold against it is going to expire worthless. Next week, well, we will see what happens tomorrow, and we'll see what happens on Monday. It's either going to keep going down, or it's going to turn around and start going back up again. At that point, I will take a look and say, all right, what did I buy it for? 73. What's it at now? 68. Okay, what's happened Friday? Well, Friday it's either going to be higher or lower. Monday it's going to either open higher or lower. At that point, I will decide, what do I sell next? Do I sell a 7? Do I sell a 68, 69, a 70? Okay, I can't tell you the information of Monday, of what the information we possess at the moment. It's like the great John F. Kennedy. We cannot answer the questions of tomorrow with the knowledge we possess today. Okay? So Monday, it was a great trade. Tuesday was a great trade. Wednesday was a great trade. Today, it was a great trade. However, after hours, now it dropped. What do we do then? It's always a numbers game. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? Where's it at now? What do I do next? It's not that difficult. Am I afraid of Marvel that it dropped? No. That's what stocks do. Look at this. They go up, they go down. They go up, and they go down. That's what stocks do. If you're not ready for a stock that you buy drop $8 or $6 or whatever overnight, you shouldn't be playing this game. And it is a game. It's in a game for adults, and a game for adults who understand certain things. What goes up, got to come back down again. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. You either like the stock or you don't. You buy it, you hold it until it hits your target, however long that takes. Okay, collect the dividend every 90 days, however long it takes. All right, we're 10:33, we're another half hour to go. What else do we have? A shout out to my cousin. Hey! Right here. All right. I'm doing Nancy Pelosi instead. Hey, you have fun with that. I'm still in chapter 1. Good for you. SCHD. Use your 1047. Hell no. Did you look at the numbers for SCHD? Seriously. It's your money. Don't you think you should know if the company is profitable or not? Go take a look at the history. How consistently profitable has SCH done? Tiger, you have fun with that. Sorry I spaced out. Can you repeat all that? Nope. Kai Ellis, I live in Hawaii and it's hard to ever save money. So I'm heavily relying on my 401k to be my savings retirement. Been working 7 years and have a little less than 100,000 in it. I put 60% of my S&P 500. I'm going to disagree with you. You have 100,000. Do you realize $100,000, 1% a week is $1,000 a week? Now, unless your company is matching dollar for dollar in your 401k, that case, keep it there. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. For every dollar you put in, they put in. That's great. However, if they're not matching dollar for dollar, I'm not going to tell you to do this, But if it was me, I would take control of my own investment account. I would trade it on a weekly basis, something simple, safe, predictable, consistent, something that you know, something that you understand. Never, ever, ever do something unless you understand it. But you got a great start. You got 100 grand. Most people don't have that. So 100 grand, 1% a week is $1,000 a week, which is $50,000 a year. Now you're in Hawaii. I have no idea what it costs to live in Hawaii. You live on the mainland, or you live on the water overlooking the ocean, great view, or do you live inland where it takes a while to get to the ocean? I don't know. Isn't the stock market evil? Depends on how you look at it. The stock market was originally intended to help businesses create cash in order to create their. So let's say hypothetically, you have an idea. Let's say you want to make coffee cups, the greatest coffee cups ever. World's never seen the coffee cups like you want to make. So you take whatever money you can scrounge up and start making your coffee cups. Well, how do you make enough to pay all your new employees? Because you personally can only make a certain amount. So now you want to hire more people so you can make more to fill in the supply and demand, because everybody needs a coffee cup. So where do you get the money to do that? Well, you can go into debt and borrow money from a bank, or you can offer other people a small portion of your company to give you money so that you can create more coffee cups. And then you sell a portion, which is a share of your company. And then they give you money, and then you get to make more coffee cups, and you get to make more money, and then you have a better house, and you get to have a better life, and all this kind of stuff. So the stock market was originally intended to help people create good products and good services to supply to everyone else. So is it evil? Not necessarily so. It depends on how you're looking at it. So you get those snake oil stockbrokers, the snake oil salesmen. Say, hey, buy this is great, even though it's a piece of crap. Okay? That's why I say, do your homework. Know what it is you're buying. Take a look at the numbers. Take a look. Is it profitable? Is it not? Does it make sense? Before you put your money into anything, you should know certain things. So is it evil? It depends on how you look at it. Does it give you an opportunity to get you out of where you are and get you to where you got to go? Look at it this way. No employees. No overhead, no building, no electric bill, no phone bill. The only thing I got to pay is my brokerage fees and my internet access. And then I can take the money that I have and I can double it every 14 to 16 months at 1% per week. So it's always going to depend on how you look at it. So you have some people looking at, oh, this is great. And some people look at it and say, oh, this is evil. It's your only perception, how you feel about it, what you think. Next. Oh, payday. Costco. Now, I'm going to say no to Costco right off the bat only because $944. Yeah, I don't buy anything over $250. Very rarely will I buy something over $250. That's $944. A little out of my price range. So whatever money you think I have, I don't have enough to buy 1,000 shares at $944 a share. No. All right, what do we have over here? I haven't been over here for a while. Chris, Living Conscious, how are you doing? Sebastian, what's going on? Uh-oh. Sam, thank you for that. All right, what do we have over here? TSM, Intel, Nvidia, wow, I missed a lot of questions. All right, I'm going to take a break for a second and tend to some of these questions because there's an awful lot of them. All righty. FCX. What the heck is FCX? FCX. Interesting. Cool. Don't really have time to look at it now because I want to get as many questions as I possibly can. CMG, Chipotle, okay, Jello Nibbler. You're back again. I remember that name. Thank you. But Chipotle doesn't have any dividends, and very once in a while I do buy Chipotle if everything looks good. Cold War Kid, UPS. UPS. Ooh, look at this. Way down here. What's going on with UPS? Okay, here's the bottom here. Slow upturn. Very slow for UPS. Rest I put in energy and stuff. Okay, Kai, if that works for you, why not? Ricardo, follow people where you want to be at. So where you're at. Okay, Ricardo, thank you for that. Johnny Boy, VC. What the hell is VC? VICI. Oh, that's it. VC's a no. I don't do monthlies. That September, October, December, January, March, January. Yeah, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Okay, bitch, moan, complain all you want. Monthlies don't work for me. Michael McCain, UPS options. Why are we looking at UPS options? UPS. Okay. Okay, hypothetically speaking, Michael, okay, 87. The 87 is going for 128. All right, looks good. But do you like UPS? Are you willing to buy it and hold on to it? K-Van wants to take a look at Wally World. Wally World, WMT. Oh, what happened here to Wally World? Look at that. 30-day high drops down here. Here's your bottom right there. 1 day, 2 days, 2 days to the upside right there. I want the third day. There's your 2 right there. 1 more day is tomorrow. So tomorrow, if it's above 96.11, I would jump in. Okay, the 96s are going for 109. 97s are going for 60. It's going to depend tomorrow morning what it opens up at, because all these numbers here are going to change tomorrow morning. Are the tariffs working? Oh, Manolo, I don't know. Any yield max like Coney or NVDY? Okay, Jose, did you look at the numbers for Coney and NVDY? How consistently profitable are they? It's a serious question. You shouldn't buy anything unless you know, is the company profitable or is it not? Kai, what would you say I should invest the other 40% in that is consistent? Also, how would dividends work with a 401k? Do they just get added to the total or could I make money now? So Kai, it's always going to depend on a bunch of different factors. Number one, like I said earlier, is the company you're working for contributing to the 401k? That means you put in $1, they put in $1, up to a certain percent. I think the max is like 6%. So anything over 6%, you should put somewhere else. Max it out, because if your company is matching you, that's a 100% return. You put in $1, they put in $1. That's a 100% return. You can't beat that. But if it's not, well, you can change that 401k into a self-directed Roth IRA, not be penalized, and everything you put in could grow untaxed until you take it out. It's backwards on the wall. Gene Paul, it's not backwards on the wall. It's correct on the wall. It's the camera that doesn't allow me to mirror the image. So yeah, several people say that every single night, and not a single person has given me an opportunity to tell me how to fix it. Nick, what's happening, Nick? Tasty Trader. Oh, I like Tasty Trader. Dude, you need to zoom in on the screen from time to time. Okay, so Tasty Trader. This screen here is live on YouTube. If you cannot see it, go in the other room, pull it up on your big screen TV. Or if you know how, I can go like this and make this thing bigger or smaller. Because right now, this Vibe, this is the only thing I know how to do. So until I learn how to use it and make it bigger and zoom in, yeah, I'll be more than happy to listen to anybody who knows how to use this thing. Well, I bought it because I like it. I saw someone do it, and I said, oh, I need to get one of those. Well, I got one. The only thing I know how to do now is this. That's it. But supposedly it can do a lot more. At this moment, I'm clueless as to what it can do. Hey, boom, crash, bang. Thank you for the insult. I'm going to have to remember that one. Eddie, it's backwards. Thank you, Eddie. Only packs. You teaching people option trading. That's amazing. I trade 1 days to build account using SPY bounces, using FVG and Strat. I've turned 30 into 3,000. Okay. Not really a question, but all right. But there are volatile, but the are volatile. You need to be watching the 1 through 5 entries, 15 to move. You want to gain quick gains and in and out. All right, only packs. Thanks. The strategy I'm doing, I've been doing it for the last 15 years. It was created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. No way to lose if you do it right and you pick the right stocks. So I'm not really interested in changing because I come from a time frame where if it works, you leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So unless you can have something that's simple, easy, predictable, consistent, no way to lose, I'm more than happy to take a look at it. What do we have over here? Okay, NEF, XRP is not a dividend stock. Is XRP part of your portfolio? Why? It's not. It's not a dividend stock. Not yet, but got my eyes on it. Okay. Ben, do you have any credentials? I'm not quite sure which credentials you want to hear. I have a bunch. Which one do you want to hear? Been trading for a couple of weeks only. Lots to learn still. Got it. Join. Ben, dividends don't matter. Thank you, Ben, for your input. I'm glad you like that idea. Gene, good evening, sir, from Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, gotta love it. Ben, I'm going to assume you have no credentials, so this is bad information. Ben, you're entitled to your opinion, but Ben, explain to me, if you would, simple words, because like you say, I have no credentials. Now, do I really honestly, Ben, answer me honestly, because I can take an insult, I really can. Do I need credentials to tell you, hey, here's the high. Oh, here's the low. Oh, this is where it was 30 days ago. This is where it is now. Look what it did. It went up, it came down, it went up, it came down. Now it looks as if it's going back up again. Do I really need credentials for that? Hold on, not done yet. Do I need credentials to say 96.11 is the current price? What is the closest strike price to 96.11? 96. There's not a single credential in the world that could say that any better. 96.11, the closest strike price is 96. I do not need credentials to tell that. And if you have a problem with that, that's a you thing. Okay? Anyway, let's continue. Eagle 18, how are you today? Ooh, who said that one? FL Hockey, thank you for that. Gene Barman, how are you today? Gene, FL Hockey. I posted them last night twice and you skipped over them. Well, FL Hockey, I'm not seeing it tonight. Okay, some things are edited out because some things I prefer just not to look at, so I set parameters where you can't actually send them. Enbridge for the win. Big brain, you ask me about Enbridge every single time you get here. You do. I'm going to admire your consistency and your persistence. But ENB. Okay. Now, big brain, I'm going to tell you the exact same thing. This time, I told you the last 4 times you asked me about Enbridge. I don't do monthlies. September, October, January, April, January. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work for me. Now, I understand you like it because every week you ask me twice. Robbie, thank you there, Mr. Robbie. User Chris, Dry Creek, thank you. Uh-oh. Cher wants to take a look at Nvidia. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and pee on your parade. I really do. But let's do it. NVDA. Now share, okay, you're new here, so yeah, I'm going to pick on you. Share, if you would, explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand, okay? Okay, share, explain to me, okay? $179 per share. Nvidia, $179 per share. The dividend is 1 penny. So, if you would, explain to me, why do you think a $179 investment is worth it to capture 1 penny? But hold on, it actually gets worse. Let's take a look at statistics, because my assumption is you're buying something on the hype. People say, Nvidia, 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 Nvidia. What they're not saying is Nvidia is a piece of crap and it has a $6.06 revenue per share. It means every single share they have out there, they're only bringing in $6 per share. Hold on, let me finish explaining. Now, right there. The book value, $3.24. You are paying $180 for a $3 stock. Book value is, what do they own? What do they owe? Book value means push comes to shove, you liquidate everything, pay off everybody. You're paying $180 and you're getting $3.24 back. If they had to liquidate and pay you back, that's what you're getting. So take a look at this stock right here. General Motors. General Motors, revenue per share, $182 per share. That's a huge difference. $182 per share coming in. Okay, what is the book value? Well, the book value is $69 per share. What's the stock price? $58. So you're paying $58 for a $69 stock, and it has $187 revenue per share. Look at Nvidia, $180. That's a $6 revenue per share and a $3 book value. How can you honestly say that's a good investment? But wait a second, Nvidia does have a 1 penny dividend. That makes up for it. Look at the rate of return. Let's go back here, the summary. Summary, I love the summary because it's going to summarize what you're buying. You ready? Here we go. Okay. The dividend, earnings per share, $6.55. Holy cow. Oh, that's General Motors. That's the wrong one. So the dividend for General Motors is 60 cents, which is at 1%. It's not that great, but let's take a look at Nvidia. NVDA. Okay, NVDA. Let's take a look at the summary. There it is right there for Nvidia. Earnings per share, $3.50. Dividend right there, 4 cents. Point. Listen closely. 0.02. Not 1%, not 0.1%, but 0.02%. Why the hell are you investing your money to get 0.02%? It's not even 1%. It's not even 0.5%. It's 2/100. Okay, it's 4 cents. You're gonna, never mind. I'm not even gonna bother. It's like it bothers me when people buy something, invest their money looking for light at the end of the tunnel, and they don't look at what they're buying. Now, Nvidia is not a dividend stock. It's a growth stock. I mean, you're buying hoping it goes up. But absolute worst case scenario, when the stocks come down, and they all do, you're getting 1 penny every 90 days. Why do you think that's good? Okay, SoFi has no dividends. Caleb, I just want to know where homies checked his chats. Okay. Caleb, what do you think of ULTY? Oh, ULTY, another misinformed child. ULTY. Again, buying something that's being rammed down your throat because this is what they say. Buy this, buy this, buy this. Now, yeah. Now, Caleb, explain to me how that is possible. Okay, what I'm circling is the yield, 126%. So Caleb, explain to me, if I make $100 million, how can I possibly pay out $126 million? Because you're paying out 126% of your profits. There's no way possible to do that. But hold on, because it's a good ride for a short period of time. It is. Jump in, make some money, and when the shit hits the fan, then jump out. So let's go to historical data. Okay, here it is right here. Dividends only. Okay, right there. I want to take a look at all of the dividends. Now, Caleb, let's check and see how profitable this company is. All the way back to the beginning. Are you shitting me? 2024. This thing is not even 2 years old yet. And you think it's a good investment? Where do you think the money's coming from? The money's coming from new investors. So new investors put their money in so they can pay you your money. But what's going to happen to them in the long run? There's no possible way any company can pay out 125%. It's just not possible. Anyway, let's look at the numbers. You ready? 2024, $1.06, $1.40. That's good. $1.27. That's going backwards. $1.13. That's going backwards. 99 cents. That's going backwards. 78 cents. That's going backwards. Look at this. One up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down. One up, 4 back. How can you say that's good? One up, 4 back. Hold on. 78. 98. That's higher. 82. Lower. 83. Higher. 70. Lower. So we go higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, higher, lower. And you think that's good? Seriously, it's not consistently profitable. They cannot keep up those numbers. And I don't know why people keep buying that piece of crap. But they do. Uh-oh, we got 3 minutes left. All right, no more stocks. Let's answer some questions, because I do like to get as many questions as I possibly can. Are the tariffs working? Okay, Manello, you're going to have to take a look at hard statistics with the federal government. What amount of money is coming in because of those? Okay, simply put, if you want to avoid tariffs, stop buying crap made from overseas. Okay, I can't think of anything that's made from overseas that's not made here. What do we have? NLY, I have to do it tomorrow. PSEC, do it tomorrow. Rigetti Spaghetti, I have to do it tomorrow. Himstock, that's going to be a no. Denny, how you doing? Spanish silver, RTG, was that, what is RTGI? RTGI. Did I read that right? RGTI. Oh, RGTI. RGTI. Interesting. Nice. It looks good if you like it. Jello Nibbler, thank you. Awesome, thank you. Won't you lose money? Okay, Chris Foti. Okay, listen closely, Chris. Whatever you buy, okay, if and only if you agree, you make the conscious decision to sell it for less than what you paid for it, then you will lose. If you buy a good quality stock, a good quality company that's consistently profitable, and they increase their profits every year, you really can't lose money. You only lose money if you sell for less than what you paid for it. Bishop, not the price you bought it at. Okay. K-Van, Alcoa, love Alcoa, I do. Chris Foti, so you only make 20 off the premium. Chris, I'm not quite sure you understand what I'm saying. Okay, my premium is usually 1% of the purchase price. That's what I'm looking for, 1%. Check aftermarket prices. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. I get it. TSM. Taiwan Semiconductors. SoFi is going to be no. Intel, Manchester, I actually have some Intel, and it's kind of weird. I'm just keeping my eye on it. How many stocks are in your watch list? About 300. Mr. Jets, recorded live. Of course it's recorded live. Okay, it is approximately 11 p.m., 8/28, which is the 28th of August, the second to last trading day in the second month of the third quarter. Mr. Jets, no, it's being recorded and it will be recorded live to watch tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. Hockey. How did Build-A-Bear outperform Nvidia? I'm not even going to entertain that one. Okay, Das Fugel, I don't do cryptocurrency. Thank you. Build-A-Bear, sleeper stock. I'll have to take a look at it. I have no idea. I've never even looked at it before. I didn't even know it was BEAR. BEAR. It has no options. Hell no. Yeah, I spelled it right. What else do we have over here? S-Bucks. Dev, I love S-Bucks. I'll take a look at it tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Tax attorney can help you with tax strategy. A good one can get you zero income taxes with deductions, divisions, so on and so forth. Okay. Why do you say no to every stock that you asked about? I haven't seen you recommend. I don't recommend anything. Uh-oh, I can't see anything else. Okay. I only say no to stocks that don't fit. Well, look at a different list. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. That's 300 stocks in those 5 lists. Liam, it hurts 10%, lost on 40% of my account. Dylan lost money on an after-hours trade today. So, Dylan, why did you sell it at a loss? That makes no sense to me. He just said Halliburton, Dollar General looked good, and he will check back into them. Yep. Okay, so you weren't really paying attention because I said Advanced Auto Parts, Mara, Siri, Kohl's, Gap, Marvel, Albemarle, Dell, Hormel, Halliburton, Dollar General. Those were all good this week. Okay, what else do we have? Starbucks, I'll take a look tomorrow. Yep, I see that. It might meet your requirements for a covered call. Absolutely. And I think I did buy Starbucks yesterday. Dylan, it may bounce back. You're a bag holder now, and it will come back during the EX dividend date. Thank you, Dev. Das Fugel. I will start there and make the decision that fits best with a plan to work towards 0%. Okay. All right. Let's keep on. What else do we have? IGC. I have no idea what that was. Wins. 2485. SPY. I don't do SPY for the same reason I don't do other stocks. I take a look at the consistency of profitability. They're either consistently profitable or they're not. SPY is not. Eric, APO. We'll have to take a look at it tomorrow. Okay, Tesla, we'll have to look at it tomorrow. Laos, we already looked at UPS. Hey, Waffles. Oh, Christopher, we already looked at Marvel. Wins, we already looked at that one. PSEC tomorrow. Would you do Apple weekly covered calls? Of course. When the timing's right. Dane O'Connor, do you mean sell a covered call? Absolutely. Chris Foti, Apple is risky now. He's probably right. SPY was okay the second time you asked that. ULTY is a no. After hours, it's down. Marvel had earnings after hours, so did Hormel. Probably. Eric! All right, Eric. Marvel fell today after earnings. I knew that. I never hold earnings. Don't blame you. I do. I don't care. What's on the board? What's on the board? Nothing at the moment. Now AT&T. I've had Hormel for over a month. Rolled along 8.5 premium. Cool beans, Eric. Oh, nifty Dibbler. Sent love so much. Thank you, thank you. Hormel rev and growth was up. Okay. Hey, James, congrats to everyone holding IREN. What the heck is IREN? IBM next strike? Ooh. I'm into IBM at 185, and right now it's at 145. So I'm a little uncomfortable with IBM, but I have no intention of getting rid of it because I have something coming in every single week. HRL earnings per share was missed forecast. Yeah, I get that. We didn't hit our target. Domnist. They all trade for well over actual worth. It's all speculation. Sorry, Domnist, you're absolutely wrong because there are some companies that trade below the current book value. Okay, Ford, General Motors, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. There's a whole bunch of companies that are trading for less than the book value. Can we discuss HZK inverse stock? It is starting to increase in value since Monday. Bust a shorty. We'll have to take a look at it next time. Sold Hormel puts to offset calls. Cool beans, Flash. Big volume, got it. FCX, I'll take a look at it later. Dow, ooh, I like Dow. SCHD, hell no. Can we do Ford next time? Hinkleman, good evening. Chris Sanders, what are some stocks with good dividend yields that you would recommend that also have a growth upside? All right, so Chris, you're coming in through to the end of the conversation. Number one, I only look at stocks that are consistently profitable. Those are the dividend kings, the dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, Warren Buffett's list. That's about 300 different companies. Timothy the Great, take a look at the profitability on SCHD and you won't do it again. OXSQ, I have to do it next time. R6 Ride, it's a leveraged ETF, you can't own it. So why are we looking at it? SOGP paid, I have no idea what that means. Is that Bloomberg Terminal? Nope, it's Thinkorswim, owned by Charles Schwab. Caleb, also, what are you using to record? Might be able to help. I'm using OBS, Open Broadcaster. Okay? Probably wasn't claiming to be educated. Okay. I just want to know how we're homies checking his chats. Caleb, I get 6 cameras going, which means I have 6 sets of questions. I have 9 different channels, which means it's 3 channels I can't get to the questions. Okay? So I'm not technically advanced, so I really don't know how to do it, what I'm doing. This is just a hobby for me. It's not a business. It's just something to keep me busy in my retirement. Kilroy. Dell, I love Dell. Eric, APO, we can look at it next time. Dell, next time. Do I have other classes? Christina, yes, I do. Ooh, Christina's a Gen X. Yeah! All right. Dell. Yep, we'll take a look at Dell next time. Starling 77. Yay! Go to Dell. Yep, you go to Dell too, brother. Laurie, good evening. Thank you. Johnson & Johnson. Very rarely do that one. Bert Peterson. Good evening, Mr. Bert Peterson, and how are you today? Jello, thank you for that confetti. Christina, I want to do this. How do I start? Christina, tell you what, DM me with your phone number. I will personally call you myself. I promise you I will not try to sell you anything. We'll just have a conversation. See if it's right for you. Any one of you. You want to have a conversation? DM me your phone. Don't put it here. Just send me an email. It's all available in the bio. Every single station has a bio, gives you the information about me with my website, blah, 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 all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Send me your number. I will personally call you. Me personally. I'm not going to pass it off to someone else. There is no one else. It's only me. But next week or the week after, I plan on bringing my son in because he's interested. Great. Fair enough. Definitely got to compile your feeds, but I like your content. Thank you, Caleb. And yes, Caleb, my son, who's a bartender, he talks to a lot of people, and he has a couple, he calls them nerds. He has a couple of nerds he wants to bring over to help me get everything set up properly. Because I can guarantee you 100% this ain't set up properly. I get 6 iPhones, all on different channels, and then I get OPS broadcaster down here going to another 4 or 5 channels. So I definitely don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. Warrior, Lou Thoughts, never heard of it. Winner 86, 86 is in the house. What do you mean by monthlies? Okay, Moby 2. Okay, Moby 2, an option is the right to buy a stock, but not the obligation. It's kind of like layaway or non-refundable deposit. Now, companies have an opportunity to do a monthly option, which is once a month, 12 times a year, or they can do what is called a weekly option, which is 52 times a year. So everything being even, if I get 1 to 2% with each option trade I do, monthly, I could get 12 to 26% per year return. A weekly, 52 times a year, I can get 50 to 100% return per year. So it's the exact same amount of time and energy to do a monthly as it is to do a weekly. However, weekly, 29 August, 5 September, 12 September, 19 September, 26 September, 3 October, 10 October, so on and so forth. Those are weeklies. September, October, December, January. Those are monthlies, which means I could do these once a month. Now, the nice thing about a weekly is I only have to guess where it's going to be in 5 days. Monthly, I've got to figure out what it's going to be in 30 days. It's easier. Okay, here, it's probably going to be somewhere around here in 5 days. Where's it going to be in 30 days? How the hell am I supposed to know? 30 days looks like this. Okay, here's 30 days. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Great. Now tell me, where's it going to be in 30 days? It's not that easy. Where's it going to be in 5 days? Well, that's easier. 5 days, it looks as if it's going to be somewhere around here in 5 days because it's actually coming down. That's what it looks like. 5 days is easier than trying to figure out where it's going to be in 30 days. And if I'm making 1 to 2% each option trade, well, weeklies will give me 50 to 100%. A monthly will give me 12 to 26%. And that doesn't work for me. All right, let's keep on going. We're almost done. It might meet your requirements. Okay, I love Starbucks, Dr. Dev, I do. We'll have to take a look at it next time because I'm past 11 o'clock. And this, believe it or not, is my Friday night. I won't be here tomorrow. I don't do Friday nights and I don't do Saturday nights anymore. I did last year, but not this year. So you won't see me again for another 2 days. Okay, it is what it is. Let's keep on going. What else do we got? What are some good weeklies or monthlies? Caleb, you're going to have to keep coming back, brother. You're new here, so just keep coming back. I'm here every weekday. Moby 2, monthly, blah, 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 thought, blah, dividends, blah, 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 blah. Patty Bear, how you doing? Alaska Fisherman, how you doing? Warrior, thank you. I own only growth stocks. Lou has been good to me. Need good dividend stocks too. Okay, Warrior, come back again Sunday night or Monday. I'm here, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same here. I'm young and mostly growth too. 86. 86, you ain't that young, brother. There are a lot of good quality dividend stocks, though. Yep, he's right. Crypto, no. Will you be on Sunday? Yep. Oh, yeah, I'll be on Sunday. What's your play for tomorrow? Okay, CDG, tomorrow's Friday. I don't jump on until 2:30 at Friday because all options expire at 3:59 p.m. Well, they actually expire on Saturday, but at 3:59 p.m., you can't do anything else. Oh, GLD, Mike Mays. We'll have to take a look at it next time. Do you play options into earnings? Yep. I need a bank that's cheap. All right. Pepsi, we already looked at that one. Thank you, Chris. You're welcome. TC, good evening. Warrior, thank you. Chris Sanders, cool beans. Chewy stock, come on, brother. Chewy hasn't been around for 20 years. Warrior definitely opened my mind. Need to research good dividend stocks. Any you looking at? Okay, Warrior, you ready? Here we go. Now, this is being recorded, so you can go to YouTube and watch it later. But Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. That's over 300 good quality companies. Club Med Tom, have a good long weekend. I will. Raj, Monday is a holiday. Are you available on this Monday? I'll be here Friday, Sunday night, and Monday night. Ooh, 86. Verizon, Walmart, UPS, and Citigroup. Yep. Turay, thank you. WyoClip, how much I owe you for a put strategy? How old's 86? He's 43. I have no idea. Google, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Contenders, Warren Buffett's, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Dill 86, OXSQ. What the hell is that? Okay, now I've been trading for about 30 years. I know a lot of good quality companies off the top of my head. That I don't know. Come on, bud, I love puts. Good for you. Puts are awesome if used properly. Chris, we can take a look at Ford next time. Okay, over here, what do we got? Rich Bruner, thank you. Bloombush, good evening. News Brief, how are you? Jazz, is that the total market? Okay, Jazz, I'm not 100% sure what that question is. Okay, Dill 86, Oxford Square Capital. You've asked me that question about 10 times, and I told you about 5 or 6 times. I have no idea who they are. Oh, OXSQ? What the hell is that? OSXQ. OSXQ. I spelt it right. OX. Wait a second. OXSQ. Oxford Square. Well, it's down here. It's $2. It's a monthly. It's a hell no. You've asked me 10 or 20 times. No. Don't care about what the dividend is. Okay? It's a monthly, which means it's an automatic no. I don't do monthlies. They just don't pay the same. Why do you sell calls on a strike price lower than the current price? Because I want cash flow coming in. Okay, WyoClip, I want cash flow coming in. 303 Boys, ENVX. What the hell is that? EVNX. EVNX. ENVX. ENVX. Interesting. Never heard of it. We'll have to look at it next time. You're not done for the night. Oh, yes, I am. What do we have over here? I am late to class. Riker, I'm leaving about 2 minutes. I just want to go through the rest. Used to call brokers to place trades. Okay. TSLL to rest in peace. Okay, thank you. DJ, not Monday. I'll be here Monday. That's okay. I'm still here. Okay. Viraj Patel, Nvidia. No, weren't you paying attention? Double hell no to Nvidia. They're not profitable. For me. For a fee, would you trade my account? Lemonade, we had this conversation before. Drop me your phone number. I will personally give you a call, and we will chat about it. Okay? And I don't trade money for people unless they come to meet me in person. I'm old school. I want to look you in the eyes, shake your hand, sit down, have a conversation, break some bread, and just get to know you before I agree to trade your account. QSI, Dylan. Ooh, we'll take a look at it next time. ABAT, Little Holy Baby, how are you today? Best advice. Now is the best time to buy as much XRP XLM. Okay, Chad, I'm going to say no, only because I cannot go to Starbucks and buy coffee with XRP or XLM. SCHD, Tim the Great. Take a look at the profitability of SCHD. You will probably change your mind. Your image is revered. Okay, thank you, Jack. I'm putting my last $10 into the lottery. Oh, you know what? They actually had the lottery last night. I have no idea if I won or not. BABT. What the hell is that? Never heard of it. Okay, Ed Rob, we actually bought some Gap this week. What about Intel? INT. It looks really good. Emma, thank you, Emma. ABAT, no. ABAT, we'll have to look at it later. SCHD, absolute no. Gabriel, Colgate Palmolive, I love it. Okay, ABAT, later. CVS, later. Okay. Bro, you're getting old. No shit, we're all getting old. I'm 61. You'd be so lucky to look this good at 61. All right? Can I do it with a spare 1500? Yes, you can. It's going to be a slow ride, but it is. It's Ben. Ben! Happy to share my results. Absolutely works. Running over 1% per week since April. Yeah, Ben. Hot tamale. HA, never heard of it. I look great for 61. Thank you. Are you waiting for Intel to come down to 21? I don't know. I have Intel in several accounts. I would have to look at each individual account. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? What's it at now? What does it look like it's going? They're all very simple questions. Your screen is mirrored. Porch Monkey, thank you very much. I didn't know that. I've been doing all these years and nobody ever told me it was backwards. Can you explain Sigma? Maybe another day. 6, you forgot Sigma. I did not. I just didn't do it. SYBAU. Never heard of it, Roberto. Okay, Dr. Dev, I already told you a little while ago. We will take a look at Starbucks on Monday. Green MJ stocks. It's going to be a no. Okay. I don't know who they are. We'll take a look at it later. I'm just trying to answer the questions because I don't want you guys to think I'm not paying attention to you guys. Tony Hawk. Yep, he's my twin brother. You're shorting. Good for you. Anything, huh? I bought Nvidia at 12. Well, good for you. I'm shorting it. Good for you. ZNG, James, hi from Everett, Washington. Holy cow, how you doing? ARR. What's ARR? I don't know what ARR is. Sorry. Which is this one? This one is ENVX. I have no idea who they are. UTI. Ooh, urinary tract infection. Ugh. Is that like MSTR? I think mine pays 120%. Yeah. SPYI. Thoughts? No, not for me. Do you have a way for people to copy your trades? Yeah, just look at what I bought and then you can do the same. I actually post all my trades every week. How many do you hold? I hold about 20 at the moment because I get 7 different accounts. How's your UNH? I don't do UNH. Dividends are only... Oh, Dave Howard, how are you today? Dividends only benefit the rich. In order to get to that point, people have to be aggressive. Thank you, Dave. You're new, because I would remember a comment like that. I remember that name, and I love negative people. Say if you don't have enough negative people in your life, you're just not working hard enough. So thank you. You're negative person number 15 today. GLW, isn't that Corning? Cliff, thank you. Lizzie, thank you, Miss Lizzie. DJ, thank you. Ethan, can you check ASTS next time? Danny, you should check out. Thank you, Danny. Mitz Pika, what's up? Looking good. Puts next week or what? Short week plus September. No idea what that means. Check out Marvel. Good opportunity in the morning. I know we won't talk until the afternoon. Okay. I would like to see what Marvel opens up in the morning because they had that big drop today. So I want to see what it's going to open up tomorrow. Little Monk. Thank you there, Mr. Little Monk. Little Monk, NVDA not profitable, really? Take a look at the dividends, Little Monk. Okay? You're paying $180 per share to collect 1 penny dividend. The book value is $3 and change. The revenue per share is $6 and change. Do those numbers make sense to you? $180 for the stock. The dividend is 1 penny. Revenue is $6. I think it's $6.47 per share. Book value is $3.40 per share. How can you possibly think that's worth $180 per share? Intel's a morning cardiac. Could very well be. Oh, I'm done over there. What do we have over here? Thank you, Chris. Hot tamale, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Carolyn, teach me, I want to learn. Catherine, send me your number. I will give you a call. We will chat. It might be for you, it might not be for you. It's slow, it's boring, it's the same companies over and over and over again. But guess what? Those same companies over and over and over again. They're profitable, they're consistent, they're predictable. I'm terribly sorry. I'm only looking for 1%. That's it. 1% is not that big of a move. Your fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. Club chairs have been unlocked for all fans to send. Yay! Alrighty. Meltem Demeterus. I hope I said that right. Thank you. What else do we have here? That's it. We're done. We are done. All the questions over there done. All the questions here done. All the questions over there done. What are some good weeklies and monthlies? Caleb, are you ready? Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. That's over 300 good quality company stocks. There's 10,356 different companies that you can choose from. Take your pick. I only like about 300. Have a night. Thanks, Alan. Derek, thank you. Dividend Kings or not, it's doing poorly. Okay, terribly sorry there, Mr. Dubois. Stocks are failing. Thank you. Didn't know that one. Die Hard. Okay. KKK. Please look into Hormel. Did he look at Starbucks yet? Nope, gonna do Starbucks next time. If he sell for 26, I would be at a loss. So don't sell for 26. Look at CMP next time. RITM is a dividend king. Can you mirror the video? I've tried several times. I have no idea how to do it. I had some problems as Dylan with Gap. Dropped 9% after hours, but recovered mostly. Never sell a loss. Wild trades. Dylan, you must sell 27s for next week. No. Don't tell him that. You don't say anything until tomorrow is done and then Monday. Don't worry about it. You already sold it. You already picked up your premium for this week. Fine. Leave it alone. Wait until tomorrow's done. See what it does. Monday, when it opens, it's going to give you a better idea of which direction it might be headed. Then you choose which ones. You might do the 26s, might do the 27s, might do the 28s. Which one makes most sense without the risk of losing it? Mr. Roper, you're killing it. Oh my God. You're going to equate me to Mr. Roper? Really? That hurts. Mr. Roper looked old. I don't look that old. I'm going to go home and cry. I'm going to go in the other room and cry. Thank you. Tamika, thank you. Eagle 18, is there a way to copy your trades? Yeah, you just look at the trades I did. Hold on a second. Where are they? Here we go. Week 27, week 28, week 29. What week is this? Okay, July 21st to July 25th. July 28th to August 1st. August 1st to August 8th. Just click on any one. Click. There you go. Oh, look at this. Dow, Mara, Intel, Dow. What do we have over here? Ooh, IBM, Devon Energy, Dow, Intel, TSL, Siri, Dow, AEO, American Eagle Outfitters. They're all up there. In real time. Oh, you got to pay for that, brother. Sorry. I got to draw the line somewhere. That being said, I get all the questions done as far as I want to get. I feel bad for the people on YouTube because there's so many trolls and so many negative people on YouTube. I can't go all of them. What are your profits for the year, including dividends and growth on the stock? Okay, Warrior. All right, hold on a second. At this moment in time, Warrior, account number 1 is up 58%. Account number 2, 46%. Account number 3, 63% as of 2 weeks ago. Okay, I haven't finished these because it's an ongoing thing. Every week I got to update it, and every week I keep saying, why the hell am I doing this? I need to pay someone to do that. That being said and done, I am done. I will catch some of you tomorrow afternoon because we start tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 just to make sure everybody has a good position going into next week. Good night, Eagle 18. You have a great night. Drop me your number. I'll give you a buzz. If you want to chat, be wary. There's about 30 people that I know pretending to be me. So if you get a Snapchat, if you get a Telegram, if you get WhatsApp, if you get some kind of email saying, hey, it's James. No, it ain't me. I don't do that. Okay, I use the telephone. You want to have a conversation? Fine, send me your number. I will call. I guarantee 100% I will not try to sell you anything. And you could actually have a conversation. We can talk about anything. Just let's not talk about NASCAR and Tupperware. That doesn't thrill me. Okay, done over here. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 2:30. And you guys here, have a nice night. Oh, top fans. Caleb, thank you. Good night. Sleep tight and pleasant dreams to you, with a wish and a prayer that all your dreams come true. From now until we meet again, adios, au revoir, au